Hi, thanks for having me. My name's Isaak Dury and I'm the CEO and founder of TidyHQ. Let's start with the truth we all know. Making sport better for participants, members, sponsors, suppliers and all the other stakeholders is a hard job. It's hard being a sport administrator. It's also a hard job for hundreds of thousands of volunteer administrators around the country. Those hardworking folks are the unsung heroes at the community coalface, the engine room of sport in Australia, without who most of community sport would grind to a halt. They're usually dads and mums and statistically are usually professionals running their own businesses or in a manager type position running operations in their blood. So how much time does the average person at the community sport club put into administering their club? I was surprised to learn that the average volunteer spends 11 hours a week running operations. They are often provided with outdated tools, old-fashioned approaches that haven't changed much in the last 30 years. In my personal experience and the catalyst to starting to build TidyHQ, I was finding myself spending over 40 hours a week being the president of my club on top of running a company. Let's do a quick math equation. Let's say 5 people on a committee over the course of a 6-month season. That's 1,320 hours over that period. Even if you put in the token $25 an hour rate, that's over $34,000 of free labour that sport, multiply that out over, say, 1,000 sports club, would be over $34 million. That's very much on the conservative side, but it's still a staggering number that magically just gets ignored because that's how sport is. This does cost sport in other ways. But first, why are people spending so many hours running the club? The current situation is typically a disjointed environment that has information all over the place in spreadsheets, competition management platforms, people's heads and email accounts. It's hard to know where to start, what to do and how to progress the organisation. Typically, a volunteer gets burnt out. Their average tenure is just under 2 years, and from what we can see, they spend a year trying to work it out and then a year trying to get out. TidyHQ digitally transforms the club administration environment, providing everything your club and volunteers need into an environment that's efficient, effective, and matches the way people work today. Tidy is now used in over 20 countries by over 10,000 administrators, in clubs, associations, and leagues of all shapes and sizes. As a result of implementing TidyHQ, sports organisations get a predictable tool structured for a set outcome. A platform that's, regardless of skill set or personality, provides good governance and a succession plan and tooling ready for the next generation. TidyHQ helps the committee come together like never before and collaborate together so the organisation can reach common goals and drive the sports organisation forward. When you join a sports club running TidyHQ, you can log into your club's Tidy account and instantly understand where the club is at. All of your stakeholders or the contact information, what events and meetings are scheduled, how the website has been managed, any outstanding invoices and the financial position of the organisation in amongst everything else. You will know what tasks have been assigned to you as your role as the president, secretary, treasurer or any other role, the way a succession plan should work. Tidy provides the environment and structure for a committee to come together and get things done, meaning you can pick up where the last committee left off, continuing to build the club in the right direction. Combining member administration tools such as CRM and financial management with marketing tools such as website and commerce functionality, as well as integrating with other tools such as MailChimp, Tidy not only saves the club time and money, it can also help generate revenue while automatically doing the bookkeeping for the treasurer, saving many hours every week for them. Tidy lets the right people have the right information at their fingertips at the right time, meaning they're always in the loop. Some people call us a club database, other people call us a CRM or an all-in-one toolbox for the committee. But really it's more than all of those things. We're a better way for the committee to run and work together. Clubs that switch to Tidy are more productive and organised. They can plan and communicate better and have fewer meetings. This means that volunteers who use Tidy to run operations are more likely to stay in their role for longer, spend less time doing their role, and are able to attract more volunteers more easily as a result. People know what they're getting into and it's organised. There are a variety of tools available for your team to use whatever your role requires of you. to work with, and however many people work with you. You can use various tools for cross-functional efforts, or with the often high turnover of committee members, you can bring everyone together and on the same page and have them up to speed quickly, like running your regular monthly meeting. Bringing together everyone who needs to be there and using Tidy to share the details as the meeting is run makes for more effective and efficient meetings. Automatically formatted meeting minutes and an integration with Zoom means that committee meetings are no longer lengthy, tedious exercises. It all tracks to the agenda, and we have proven that the secretary, for example, will stay in their role longer, on average 1.5 years longer, in part because of Tidy and this one improvement. Roles and tasks are useful to keep your team together, especially when working remotely. And with the usual high turnover of volunteer administrators, you can make things easier for everyone by assigning one-off or recurring tasks to either individuals or to specific roles, thereby creating a ready-made succession plan for your organisation. For some additional peace of mind, Tidy keeps track of all the activity of all administrators and members and what they're doing with their Tidy account, further fulfilling your obligations to good governance and providing an audit trail for the administrators to understand what has and hasn't been happening throughout the platform. As we've just heard from Rob, we've been working with SportsTG and Basketball Australia, helping to better connect their world, the Basketball in Australia world, so basketball administrators can sync their playing and registration details in SportsTG to critical information from Basketball Australia, finally connecting all of the dots for club volunteers. A connected community is a better one. TidyHQ is also providing a critical communication channel from Basketball Australia's national office or state offices to the grassroots level of community sport, instead of just a hopeful email that may or may not get to the president and usually doesn't filter further to other administrators. This integration automates the transfer of information from their player registration and competition system. SportsTG is leading the charge in this new evolution for sports, which will further ease the pressure on those running operations in Tidy and ultimately lead for a better experience for those playing. Some sports don't yet see the link between club administration and participation, thinking it ends at coaches, but poorly run clubs typically don't attract great coaches. Some sports don't yet see the link between club administration and participation, thinking it ends at coaches. But poorly run clubs typically don't attract great coaches, let alone sponsors, grants, and everything else required for an excellent participation experience. The dots are most definitely connected, and we're proud to be part of the solution for sport. Thanks for watching. If you need any more information, please get in touch via our website, tidyhq.com, or emailing me, isaac@tidyhq.com.